Okay, so I just got back from watching a strange kind of a movie called Am I a Racist? And it was definitely an interesting movie. It's hard to understand whether I think it's both a comedy and kind of a social statement too, because part of the movie was showing about how that there's a profit to be made off of being racist, and how there are people who are writing books and giving seminars, and there's several examples about that. And the guy in the movie even made his own workshop about trying to be anti-racist and made a profit on it, right? And so that was at the end, and kind of a ridiculous seminar that he had people do kind of crazy things, and they're still somewhat willing to do it in the name of being anti-racist, right? And so and he had all these people who were anti-racist come talk, but they all wanted money to give their opinion, right? And some of the funnier parts of the movie, I think, is when they're trying to have a petition to have the Washington Monument renamed George Floyd Monument, and just about everybody's signing the petition. Just not so much to say that they're anti-racist or whatever, but everybody's willing to just all go up and change the Washington Monument to the George Floyd Monument, just to um, be anti-racist. So, my own opinion, kind of is there is definitely racism still, in America, but I think like when they went into the biker bar, the average American doesn't look at your color as much as he looks at who you are and your worth. You know that there's not as much racism, and it's becoming something that people have to promote, right? That it's perpetuated, which is that is true. I think that the less you talk about racism and the less effort you put into it, the more it fades. And so um, I think at the end of the movie, they had this famous author, and in the end, the main guy, Matt, had given some money to the producer of the movie, like $20 or $30 for reparations, right? And the lady of the book was just like, well, do you think I should, you went and got some money and gave it to him too? So, oh, I don't know. But I mean, I think that everybody's a little bit of a racist somewhat in some different ways. And uh, it's hard, like they said, because we are growing up somewhat in the society that does have racism revolves around it. When I was a kid and I grew up in Hawaii, believe it or not, the white people were haoles, and they were, you know, um, sort of, kind of, you know, the same way anti-white was in Hawaii as anti-black is here. So I kind of did understand that concept, but I really didn't even understand about black racism until I did move to America, to Florida, and that was actually truly my first true experience with white people and being racist against other cultures like black people and Spanish and such. And do I think there's a place for racism? I'd say no. I say, truly a person's worth should be by what he does, Um, and I do think that our society, and that's part of the movie, was trying to show that systemically we're not racist, truly, I think, anymore. We're moving away from racism as being part of American society. American society truly is becoming more of a melting pot of everybody. Um, and so there's the places, the age of the Ku Klux Klan and other things like that has come to an end. And there is much less racism um, than what there is. But there are still, the movie showing there's people that perpetuate racism, diversification just for profit. And so that was part of the movie, was actually truly talking about that that people keep racism around because there's a profit in it.